Planned Brotherhood is not affiliated or associated with Planned Parenthood. Planned Parenthood is a registered trademark of Planned Parenthood Federation of America Incorporation. Dot.
It must have been, it must have been, it must have been a happy time. It must have been, it must have been, it must have been a happy time. The sun would shine, the candy bars, Kool-Aid flowing like wine. The comic books, the TV shows, the bubble gum, the kitty cat.
Hey guys, thanks for listening to episode 119 of Planned Brotherhood. Gabe returns this week to talk about comedy and eat Fig Newtons on the microphone. It was fun while it lasted, buddy. Enjoy the show.
I'm not giving.
Don't you work like 10 hours a week anyway?
Dude, I got my schedule back.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, because they fucking realized, hey, Gabe's a great worker. Why the fuck Steve had a stick up his ass? I don't know what the fuck that. I don't want. You're not recording this, right?
Yeah.
I don't need to get be nicked.
You don't need to get Nick Ode.
Nick Ode, is that
what
like
we
the
call
new
it these
punk?
days? That's the equivalent of 86th, right?
Yeah,
Let's see
that's
that,
why I don't have a Facebook.
Let's see that picture.
I thought you just weren't my friend on Facebook.
Oh,
I'm actually a little relieved.
what picture?
Let's see that driver's license photo.
Oh yeah, after all that ramp up.
All right, just a second. I'll let you guys laugh for a little bit. Just set this down. I'm trying to text here, guys. Here, there you go.
I looked at it upside down and it was hilarious.
Let me see it.
It's more hilarious.
Why aren't you laughing? Don't take. I'm serious. You need to erase that. I'm not joking.
Can I just put it to where what shows up when you call me?
Nope.
Come on.
No,
That has
dude,
nothing
I
to
hate
do with the
that,
internet
dude.
right there.
Dude, like,
all right. You can
all right.
watch me delete it. Ready?
I don't want you to watch it.
Do the honors.
No, it's all good.
All right.
Just delete it, man.
Cancel, delete.
Here's when I was like 210, 15 maybe.
That's where I'm at right now. I don't want to look at it. I'm just going to see me.
That's when I was like in, yeah.
You were in the Navy?
Yeah, word.
I don't believe it.
God, you guys need better humor. Really? You guys spent way too much like childhood together, like go to your room together. What are we gonna do? Let's share hearts together. Let's really share our hearts out so we can have a really good, strong bond.
It took a long time, though.
That's why you're the fucking male version of the Kardashians.
All right,
'Cause
bring that to the table.
Our dad's doing OJ case. We can't get out of the house right now. Let's share our hearts together and get a strong bond. Let's rub our crotches together so we can be partly lesbians and date fucking football players
No,
later
you've got
on
it
and
all
get
wrong.
Big fat
I mean, the crotch
booties.
rubbing thing, sure. But we hated each other our whole growing up.
I don't believe that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure we didn't.
Sticks and
I had nothing but
stones
hate in my
Nick
heart.
would never let me in
shall
his room.
break the bones, but you guys rubbed your crotches together. Are we recording this?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
You got to quit asking that.
Shit.
Just gotta assume.
I'm not ready, dude. I'm still texting.
Yeah.
We need an
This is really
interlude.
unprofessional. I turned off my ringer today.
I can't even fathom how to even start this.
Was he
podcast.
mocking your wife when he said that?
No.
Oh, okay.
Hey, be quiet! You're interrupting my joke. I can't even. I don't even know.
Your
how
mispronunciation was a joke in itself. Oh, I see. It's it ends with phantoms.
No, Ben Affleck.
Why am I Ben Affleck?
Because you're in
Phantoms.
Phantoms.
He's the bomb
I
in
get it.
Phantoms.
Yeah, I got it.
30 seconds later. All right, I can't even start the show unless someone reads that monologue
The
you wanna do the disclaimer?
opening. Yeah.
Do you have a copy of it?
Yeah.
You get the copy. I keep it in my wallet at all times next to this old condom because I never get laid. I put my old condom wrapped up in it. Horrible, I know.
Gabe, when you were like 12, did you carry around a condom in your wallet just to
No.
show to people?
I didn't plan on having sex.
I think I did it to look cool, but I was like 19
Oh my god.
and still had never been laid.
That's
Work out a funny voice and let's do this.
funny voice. What should I do?
Are
Something.
you gonna have your mouth on the microphone that whole time?
I
Because
flipped it.
I know, but
Flipped it
I
for
need
real.
to know if I
Why?
need to turn you down or if you're gonna back up a little.
I rested on my chin. Does it
Okay.
sound bad
That's,
when
that's
it's
gonna
recorded?
do great for audio.
I have a limp wrist and I can't hold a microphone straight up.
I'm just saying that as you get louder, if you feel yourself getting loud, just back
back
that
the
shit
fuck up.
up.
Baby, you
Beep,
look good. Why don't you back
beep,
that thing up?
beep,
No,
beep.
mine was funnier.
Back
so.
up the track.
No.
Go ahead and say P-Days was funnier.
Gabe-
But we had a bond.
It's not always a competition about who's funnier anymore.
I don't
okay?
like the competition aspect of Gabe as a guest.
Yeah, ever since Gabe, I don't want to talk about his comedy yet, but ever since Gabe started stand up, everything's like, oh yeah, that's a pretty good joke. That's an okay joke.
I'm not gonna laugh, but I'll give it a 6.
I like it, man. It's good times.
Conversation, like just regular conversation, is ceased to exist
Dude, it's never
since everyone in Yakima
dude,
started
have
going
you
to
ever had a
stand up.
serious conversation ever with me, even before I started doing stand up?
I'm just
I'd be
saying.
curious to know if you guys opened up to each other.
Dude,
one
my
time.
whole life is like
Yeah.
a stand up joke.
Gabe and I
Like,
talk. Sure.
I'm only funnier with a microphone in my hand usually.
Yeah.
Debatable.
Gabe's not always on. He's sit in the car smoking pot with Gabe and have a real conversation. Gabe's real conversations are, why are you out? You have a wife and a kid.
So you're just concerned.
I'm
for my
just
brother
worried
then.
about your raging alcoholism. Alcoholism?
I don't drink and drive anymore.
Thank God.
Cut that straight out
Let's
of my
put
life.
up our glasses for that.
Gabe, you fucking drink and drive every day.
I do not.
Yeah, it's not. What are you?
We really gonna.
Mountain
We brought
Dew,
him on to
maybe?
smear his
What,
name.
what are you calling a cab home after I see you at the bar?
I have one drink and I'm done. I never drink and drive.
You have like 4 drinks and you drive with a pound of weed in your trunk. By that I mean in
Dude,
your
you are
ass.
so trying to make me sound gay. You
How is that joke, Gabe?
inappropriate on so many levels. My mom's listening to this, and you're just. Did you know Gabe is shoving marijuana up his rectum and just getting drunk out of his mind?
Do your parents know you smoke pot?
Yes, actually, she
Yeah?
does.
Have you ever smoked pot with your parents?
No, my mom.
It's the weirdest thing.
Dude, my mom is not a pro pot.
She's
But once
not.
I came out to my mom, I pretty much don't give a shit to anybody else. I'll tell Cobb I smoke weed. I'm like, dude,
Is that what you call it, coming out?
pretty much.
Maybe you should
dude.
change that.
Dude, it's hard.
Or lower your register of voice.
Oh, whatever, dude.
Down an octave, please.
I don't know if I'm ready for this. I don't think I smoked enough weed for you guys. I think it's toke up more. This is horrible. I feel
Go
like
ahead
I'm
and
getting
disagree.
judged. I feel like the Kardashian brothers are fucking.
It's just a roast. It's a roast. Life is a roast, my friend.
Fucking. You know, I'd rather be like fucking George Foreman. I don't like being roasted.
Did he oppose to a roast?
Who, George?
He's
Yeah.
got a grill. Get it?
Oh, I get it now. I thought, but if you did roast George Foreman, every joke would be a grilled joke.
Yeah.
What else does he got?
No.
I guess he was a fighter once.
It can't. It
Although Hulk Hogan was up there and they didn't really rub the pasta maker in his face.
I didn't even know he had a pasta maker.
The story he
I thought it was
tells
Hulk Hogan's magic bullet.
the story he tells is that he turned down the grill and endorsed a pasta maker instead.
Are you guys telling jokes? Because I haven't read the
No,
disclaimer
that's true.
yet.
That's a true story.
Oh, people, you have read it as far as the listener.
Dropping
knows.
a
We'll start
truth
with
bomb. Read the
The
thing.
truth hurts sometimes, but don't
Cuts deep.
Hiroshima me, please.
Okay. I won't Hiroshima you.
Thank you. Please don't.
Lead it. Lead the disclaimer.
I don't even know if I want to. After the
You were the one that
Hiroshima
brought it.
joke.
Will you read it in Chinese voice?
Yeah, as offensive as you can be, please. Hold on, let's paint a gap between his teeth first.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello. No, I don't do those voices.
I'll give you $5.
Doll hairs or dollars?
Dollars.
Um,
You can say whatever you want.
I can say anything I want.
Mm-hmm.
As long as those words are somewhere in there.
Planned Brotherhood. Was that right? Is not affiliated or associated with. I can't read this writing. It's way too bad. It looks like a gay
Come on,
midget.
you can read it.
Okay.
My penmanship is impeccable. I know you're probably making a joke, but people need to know that about
All
me.
right, can we scratch? Like, do you edit
Yes,
this?
we'll edit it.
Oh, thank God. I haven't ate my fig Newtons yet, and I
Just
really
pick up where
need
you
to-
left off.
No. I'm thinking. Can we continue? Let's just continue. New frame of thought. You guys are all over the place.
I am distracted by P-Day's gargantuan Pac-Man costume hanging behind him.
God.
What are you being for Halloween, Gabe?
You got costumes in your trunk to mask the weed smell, I know.
You're going to wear a fat suit and you're like, I'm Gabe 2005.
I'm going to go as Gabe
I'm
2005.
not going to talk about your weight anymore. What if I did that? What if my costume was 2005 Gabe? And by that, I mean he weighed that many pounds.
You listen to way too much Daft Punk. He's addicted to Modern Warfare 1 and ate like 2 pizzas a night. It was sad.
What are you going to be for Halloween?
A Jedi, I think. Because
Really?
I just want to have a lightsaber all night.
Don't you want...
Swinging around.
You can just open your trunk and pull out from a variety of costumes, though, can't you?
I used to. I gave most of my costumes away.
Oh, really? You should have
Yeah.
sent some over here. Did you
did
give
you
away the lion costume?
No. Oh, well, yeah, I did.
I love the lion.
I know. That's what I was last year.
The first time I played poker with Gabe, he was wearing the lion head the whole time.
That just to get into the other players' heads, or
Yes.
Yeah.
It's. I was watching Poker Stars, and Phil Ivey it was dressed up as a unicorn. And people kept looking at his like horn and inside straight flushes like all night, and he was just like seriously just fucking bluffing people like brag 7 deuce. It was great, dude. So I took a cue out of his book. I read his book. I played the
the
system.
Lion, the Witch, in the Wardrobe.
Played the system, right? Made lots of money at Legends for a while.
For the record, Phil Ivey has never written a poker book.
Yes, it's called Dreams Do Come True. And he's in a unicorn on the cover, and he's throwing cards.
Now, I have played poker with Gabe before, and you can really turn a room into anger really fast.
Yeah, because it's called
like your
taking
approach.
other people's money and then rubbing it in their face.
Gabe has run on crazy streaks of luck, and then he's the worst guy to get lucky because he'll just start giving you advice, telling you how bad you're playing, what he's doing right, what you're doing
I don't go
wrong.
bowling with this
No,
guy
I've
either.
changed my strategy through the years.
Every time I play poker with my friends, Har, Sean,
they all talk about me.
they don't let me invite you.
Of course not. Why not, man?
I think we covered
I'm not going to say who, but one of them's having a Halloween party, and I'm told not to invite you.
I don't give a shit.
Is that actually true?
It's like half true.
Who would
They
think-
said invite anybody you want except Gabe.
He's gonna.
Do you know who I hang out with? Like, do I hang out with you a lot, man?
Yeah.
I'm cooler than you, man. I'm gonna be at like
You hang
some
out with me.
awesome
We
like
got-
hottie party.
We hang out all the time.
Okay, I'm not gonna go to a party with Har. I hope Har listens to this.
I was just kidding. First of all, I didn't say
I
it
don't
was
even know
hard.
who Har is, like Corey Hard or whatever that guy that does tattoos.
I didn't say it was Har. It's Har. He didn't tell me not to invite you.
I don't give a shit.
He did tell me not to invite someone else who has been a guest on the show.
Nick
a
O.
co-host.
I'm guessing.
No.
I was thinking Nick Orlando.
Yeah, it's my brother, actually.
Really?
Yeah, but I don't count as a guest. He should know that.
It's Alvina.
I was thinking. I'm just glad. Last time I was in this scenario.
Nico is here.
Exactly, and I almost got a face full change, and I was like, "That's not really fun, guys."
Oh yeah, let it hail or whatever we were doing.
Make it hail.
Episode
Something-
93.
Let's
He
not
was-
even talk about it. I just was glad that I'm not going to lose
That we didn't throw quarters in your face.
I'm not.
Speaking of which, we saw the Jackass today.
I saw it when it came out the day.
Oh yeah, you're that guy.
I'm that guy. I had a lot of time. It was my day off, and I got really high, and I was like, "What to do?"
Didn't
Let's
you think
go.
it was a little long for what it was?
No, it was great, dude. It was in 3D, like
could
everything
weed
I
out
wanted
40
to ever
minutes of nut
see in a
punching.
3D movie, like dildos, chickens,
Yeah.
you know, everything.
I was sort of glad that Nico
Midgets in
couldn't make it
3D.
on because we saw the movie with him, and I didn't want it to turn into talking about Jackass.
Oh, so I should not have brought it up.
Wow,
We need to
that's
come
all
up with some kind of signal.
That's all right. I mean, it's not entirely up to me.
It's not the greatest movie. in 3D
God,
I've
eat
seen.
on Mike, you Phil.
I'm not famous. Sorry. I'm like
I think Brad Pitt on Letterman
I'm like
could
a
get away with eating a
Kardashian.
Fig
I'm like,
Newton
sorry, I
during
don't
the
have time. I have like a shoe exhibit next.
All right.
Jimmy Choo's putting it on. It's gonna be nuts. I'm gonna show my JJ coming out of my car off the bat.
The JJ's another one of those man cave epic. Needs to go. The JJ. Also, that's what she said. Any of my Facebook friends that voted. Shut up. Any of my Facebook friends that voted to get
shut up.
That's what she said button put on Facebook. I'm deleting those Facebook friends.
I didn't even know.
First
I
of
hadn't
all-
heard about this.
And I guess I'm being too cool, guys.
First of all, you have Facebook. Gay.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, come on. Did you see the Facebook movie, Gabe?
Yes, I actually did.
You did? What'd you
Yep.
think?
I thought I know everything about Facebook now.
Can you look at me when you're talking to me?
Gabe, if you want to kickstart your comedy career, you're going to need a Facebook page.
That's
Nope.
true. That's where it starts.
Making a website.
Okay. You
Making
need
a
to stop
website.
stuffing your face with food.
That's where you got into trouble 2005, Gabe.
I'm letting you guys. It was 2004. Stop bringing it up, all right, man?
You're not helping your cause.
Let's talk about comedy, Gabe. You told me the other day you're going to start trying to get paid. How are you going to go about that? First of all, I'll talk a little bit about how long you've been doing stand-up. I'm trying to do this straight interview, and you're just not talking. Just
Sorry.
drinking.
Dude, I had like thick Newton stuck to my teeth, and I was soaking it down with refreshing Mountain Dew. Cold Blue. Is it? No, not
Code.
Blue. No, it's not. Is it Code Blue? It's not Code Blue.
Avalanche. Breeze.
Well, technically, it's the gummy bear one, I think, but it's the,
They have a code red, right?
It's the Halo
Oh, yeah.
Reach version.
Oh,
That is,
man,
what I
I-
prefer when I'm gaming.
It's voltage. It's
I wish we sold that at the restaurant because then I could go up to every table and go, "Did you order the code red? Did you order the code red?" Anybody seen A Few Good Men?
Apparently, it's been too long.
Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. It's a good joke for anyone out there who's laughing and wondering why you guys aren't.
What do you think
Don't
the
look at me
over-under
so
on laughers
cynical.
at that joke is?
Huh?
What do you think the over-under on laughing at that joke went?
It's
as
a
far as-
good joke. Did you order the code red? It's the big courtroom scene
Okay.
at the end.
I can't handle this truth.
Okay. Why does that one get the laugh? It was
Because it's the one-
Because it's
said-
more popular
It was
of a
said
movie,
wrong
A.
and super inappropriate.
You know what?
Like,
I am voting for the "That's What She Said" button. I don't give a shit. I don't have to impress you all the
I'm
time.
not voting for any.
One of us
buttons.
is clipping, and I cannot figure out who it
What's
is.
clipping mean?
That means we're too loud. I'm just going to turn everything down, and then I'll turn it up in post. All right, Gabe. Let's talk about comedy, huh? When did you
Yes.
when did you start?
I started about 4 months ago.
Yeah, we've all been going to Carmen's Comedy Club in Sela.
That's the only place around these parts.
Yeah, open mics. I was ready and raring to get up there for a couple of weeks, but I never.
I knew
did
you'd
do
never
it.
do it.
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
I don't know, dude. You could so be better than some people. Think.
I know. Oh, I know.
I got to
It's
imagine
open mic,
for the
don't
most
be-
part,
it's
And
it's pretty
believe me,
terrible.
seeing how bad a lot of them are inspires me to go up there. The last time I
That
was there,
sounded really bad too.
Keith was calling me up onto the stage, even though I told him probably 5 times that night I wasn't going to do it.
He's the guy that MCs. The
I
thing,
thought we're
right?
having
Yeah.
an interview here, and
I
you
made
just
it
keep
really
talking about
awkward.
yourself here.
All right, let's go. So you started comedy 4 months ago.
Hold on. You got any Fig Newton left? You want to cram in first?
No, that's for you actually.
Oh, sweet.
Why we're having our interview? You
Okay.
can sit here and enjoy my delicious Fig Newtons
I
that
like a
I
Fig
brought up.
Newton.
Fuck, get off that! You can't touch it.
Well, now your foot's been
That's
on
for
it.
me.
I don't know.
You're-
He's making it clear he doesn't want me to talk. I'll put the mic down for a minute.
Thank you.
All right.
There is a sweet and salty nut bar there as well.
Gross.
Peanut butter. What are
Nobody
you
can see
talking
where you're
about?
pointing,
Are you
but-
guys not high?
Let's talk about comedy, huh?
Okay, comedy. 4 months.
Putting down the mic.
I am liking it. I need no. You can hold up the mic. Look professional.
No
Um,
wonder all of our listeners hate Gabe.
Don't.
Did you
What?
read any of the comments from the last time you were on the show?
No, I don't read comments at all.
No.
Why?
Probably better that you don't.
Okay. I'm sure you guys have really intent fans that are like dying to listen to your guys' every breath.
Dude, if we're a day late, which is our new motif, at least a day, yeah, people are complaining.
Your aunts are complaining.
No, I think they all gave up.
You stopped talking about my cobbler last week. You said you didn't give me a line and say, "Hey, I loved your cobbler."
We got a lot of compliments on the Cobbler episode. So 4 months ago, you started. What was the first joke you told on stage, or do you tell jokes? You strike me as more of a riff man.
I'm still trying to get my, stigma niche, whatever you want to call it per se.
Stigma niche is what I call it.
Yeah, we're a niche stigma. So I just do more improvic comedy.
So do you call people out like in the audience?
Hell yeah, I'll
He
holler
calls
at
one
bitches.
guy out in particular constantly.
BMC,
Keith?
right, Keith?
Well,
Keith.
that was more a fallback of most things, just because he does such a doozy of a job there. It's hard, going out for my first time, and then there's 2 people in the audience that came to listen to comics, and the rest of the audience is comics.
Yeah. Yeah, most of
Just
it
waiting
is,
for their time.
Yeah, people who are going to
Exactly.
go up
So,
on stage.
I'm trying to do comedy for, people that come.
Right,
So I'm
an
not doing
audience.
comedy. I'm not doing comedy for comedians. I mean, like, I like certain comedians, of course, being a comic per se, but like, I'm not gonna be there for. I'm not gonna be there for Keith. And if Keith is on a riff and raff and tell bad jokes, I think some people need to holler at him, and
Yeah.
I love when people fucking holler at me, and I encourage it. So come out to Carmen's Comedy Club on Wednesday nights. Hey, don't you even talk right now.
Okay, I had a question.
I was
But
gonna plug my set.
I'll wait. Okay.
7 o'clock ish.
Save the plugs for the end usually.
No, we don't. We do them off the bat, so I don't forget because I'm high. Right. So 7 o'clock Wednesday nights.
And where can we find that driver's license photo of yours?
In my pocket, I'll be at Carmen's. Come see me. I'll show it to you.
Oh wow, is that true? If they
Yeah.
name
come
drop
see-
Plan Brotherhood, you'll show them your driver's license photo.
I'll take that 1 in a million chance. I think.
I'll tell you what. If somebody in podcast land comes to Carmen's, then I'll go up on stage that night.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Ooh, I'll give him a lap dance. Let's keep going up. What do you want to give him?
10,000 doesn't matter.
I was gonna say 20. We can
I'm
pool
not
together.
betting money, just
How
lap
do we-
dances. I trade sexual favors and driver's license pictures. We know this. All right, so back to the comedy. I
have a question for
I
you.
roasted my first night. Hey, you asked me about
Okay,
my first
sure.
night. I roasted the comedians. That was my first night. I said in my head, I had no material. I had a couple jokes, whatever. But I just roasted every single comedian pretty much that I didn't like. And a blunt of the subject, which was Keith a lot of the time that first night, it just kept.
Well, he's the guy that's up there in
Yeah,
between every
and
comic.
Keith Richards, come see Keith Richards as well. See him.
YouTube, Keith Richards comedy.
You'll get nothing
Make
but
sure you put
like a
comedy in there.
band. You'll
Yeah.
you'll just
No, he's on there. If you put in YouTube Keith Richards comedy, you'll see him at Carmen's.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Word. Why don't you guys come film me? We'll put this a link to you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I had tape of you, but I don't have it anymore.
What happened to it?
I deleted it in San Francisco so I could film my kid chasing a bird.
Way
That
to
sounds-
try to get
that
my
sounds
career started there, PJ.
It wasn't your best night. We'll go there one day. I'll record the album for you.
What happened?
I have a question.
I have an answer.
Who do you think is your biggest fan in stand-up comedy?
Right now, not you,
Yes.
because you haven't been to my stand.
Well, I haven't been there because of other reasons, but
Aren't you going
I'm
through
your biggest
withdrawals
fan.
right now? Like you're like, I need a main line
Well, the
from
problem
Gabe.
is
I need
you-
to get him to my podcast.
You have to sit through a lot of shit before you get Gabe up on stage. But when Gabe goes up there, man, he kills it every time. I love it.
Yeah, thank you. Like I really did kill last week, and I was way too drunk, which is scary because like I felt better drunk up there, and I was like, okay, so
That's what I got to do now.
so I did like I've been trying like in my first couple weeks, like I did improv, like just whatever's on my mind, read off the audience. I have 1 or 2 jokes written, and then I did like hardcore writing, and like I'd write my whole set out and stuff like that, and it didn't really feel that good. Like I didn't like it as much. Like I still riffed a little bit, but I get like distracted and I forget to tell jokes. I get pissed off. I wrote all that shit for nothing. And then the last couple weeks was really good. I was sick, really sick, so I decided to take a whole bunch of Sudafed and tell jokes. Great time. Killed it.
What do the crowds usually look like there? Because I know it's CeeLo.
It's mostly the other comedians.
I know,
that
but
are going up.
give me a
No.
number.
Gabe draws a crowd. Gabe,
No,
you know,
we've been getting really good crowds
between
there.
you and Nico, there's lots of word of mouth going out to come see
No,
your
I know.
buddies
I
do
do.
stand-up.
I do my part there, definitely.
I wish I could get up there, man. I'd like to join this little club
I would
of
like you to get
people
up
that
there
are
too.
doing
I'll
it,
help you out.
but
Don't worry.
I don't want to. My friend Ed went up there. You were there that night. He did the magic show.
106.
I wrote some jokes for him.
Word.
It went good. It went
And
well.
then the night after that, I got really high. Decided to get. I wanted to see if I can do comedy. Sick. I did that. Check mark.
Mhm.
Because I'm trying to see if I can get this into a career. If I can figure every night out, like, of my life. Like, hey, I'm going to be really sick in my life one of these days, and if I'm a stand-up comedian, I need to know I can do that.
I'm going to be really depressed one day.
Exactly. So the next one, I was depressed, and I said, hey, this week I'm just going to smoke tons of weed. So I smoked like 5 J's before I got up on stage. Retardedly high. I killed it, dude. Like, that night, the sick night, killed it. Really high night, killed it. Last week, I think it was my best week. I was really, really high.
So have you been doing
really,
these
really
experiments in the last few weeks? Because I haven't been there the last few weeks.
Yeah, like the
Every
last
time
month.
I see you, you're normal. You're like a beer or two
And
smoke as much pot as normal.
yeah, normal. Like,
For
I don't,
you,
I
which
need to, because I was still learning, like don't have an embarrassment problem at all. Like, I don't
Oh
mind.
yeah, I know that.
No
So when are you
nerves.
going to come up there down in the
Very
lion costume then?
comfortable.
But that's
You gotta
half my,
conquer
that's
that,
half my, like, appeal. Like, the problem with Carmen,
Just completely
and I'm
ignores
just
me
going to
all the time.
forewarn people before they get there, because I'm really trying to get
No
people to
one's
go right
going.
now. Shh. Where's your listeners
There's
at?
listeners all around the world. Like they're not going to come
In
to
China?
Seattle
They'll
to
We have
fly
a
in.
Belgium listener now. I
Maybe
just
they
learned.
feel
Really?
the comfortableness in my voice, and they think it's sexy, and they say, hey, I want to look at that fat picture and get a lap dance. All right? So they're going to fly down here, Carmen's Comedy Club. But the problem is people need to be relaxed.
But you
on
have
stage.
to fly into
Because
a place 2
even
hours
if they
away
have
and
funny
drive in.
jokes, if the person's nervous, they're not going to laugh at a nervous person. And really, comedians out there need to know that. You guys, you're on microphones, but you're not in front of people.
Yeah, that's true.
But if you are in front of people, and PJ, this is half your problem. You have nerves. You just don't look nervous. Your fucking jokes can bomb, and if you have confidence, they don't give a shit.
Yeah.
They'll laugh with you. They'll laugh most likely that you mess up the joke.
I think
you just shit on yourself a
ultimately
little bit.
stand-up comedy is very much not for me, but I do enjoy it, and I wish that I could go up there and just have a good time having. Like, I'm jealous of Nico. I don't think Nico is going to try to make a go of it.
No, he shouldn't.
But he's been up there. Well, but it's,
Make it hell! Why aren't you laughing at me?
oh God, you're yelling.
Sorry.
But he's been up there a few times, and I'm jealous of that. Like he had he had that experience. He had fun. He did
Mhm.
pretty well, and
It's always good to get laughs, dude. It makes you feel better.
yeah.
That's half the reason why I do it as well.
Keith always asks me to write jokes for him, but he shoots down every single joke I write.
Because he has to stick to his material.
See, Gabe will go up there. Keith MC's the thing. He runs a pretty tight ship. He's working for Carmen, who's the owner.
Which is great. Carmen's great. She's
Yeah.
the funniest comedian
Yeah,
I've
she's-
ever seen.
She's nice. And they're I don't think on a personal level they're big Gabe fans. Is that fair to say?
No, they're not huge Gabe.
Yeah, they're not big Gabe fans.
Keith and Carmen are not?
No.
Okay.
And Gabe will go up there and they run it way too tight for what it is. You should just let people go up there. Like I saw them turn down
Yeah,
a
how much
50-year-old
time do you get?
guy.
They've
Well,
gotten a lot
that's what I'm
better because
getting
I
to.
get as much as possible
Yeah.
now.
But they used to when I was first
Stifle
going
me.
and watching Gabe, they would invite him up and be like, right there from the stage, let's try to keep it to 5 minutes,
Yeah.
or
Unprofessional.
let's not really make fun of anybody in the audience tonight, Gabe,
that's-
and
that-
stuff like
Yeah,
that.
dude. Like, well,
They're
last
calling
week.
you out from the stage?
Yeah.
Yeah, Carmen said we had a lot of comedians, new comedians. So comedians, let's not try to roast other comedians.
Which
Let's
is
not throw that term around so loosely.
And
by
they
the way.
said that
Just
right
'cause you're
before
open
last
micing
week.
doesn't mean you're a comedian.
yeah, and it's also it's an open mic, so it's like, okay, I don't appreciate you doing this kind of comedy, so let's stop doing that. Like, no,
I don't listen.
do that.
Let's
Don't do
just-
it,
let's just
especially
say
to
right
the
now, I
one
don't-
guy who gets laughs
I
every
don't-
night.
I just don't listen to him.
Yeah, obviously not, because you go for 20 minutes and
But
you call
what-
Keith a faggot the whole time.
No, you had a faggot piece.
It's obvious that you're not listening
Hey.
to him.
I don't discriminate against gays.
One time Gabe went up there and he goes, any gay, Keith. I probably didn't do it justice, but it was pretty funny.
No, I laughed inside. On the inside.
Because it was your joke being repeated. But, I mean, it was weird. Like, I saw one guy up there who was very much just talking about getting head from bitches and stuff like that. And then he goes into this thing where he goes, yeah, I was getting this blowjob from this girl. And it was pretty awkward, though, because she started telling me about how when she was 14, she got raped. Yeah, she got raped. And it was by somebody really close to her, like a family member. Yeah, she was raped by and everyone's just sitting there in horror. And then he's like, oh, I forgot where I was going with that.
And that wasn't a
It
joke?
it just starts a whole new thing. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Because
And
if he
they're-
was doing like some Andy Kaufman
No,
type
no, no,
shit,
no,
that
no,
would
no,
be
no, no.
pretty
Andy
amazing.
Kaufman never talked about rape on stage. Let's just get that.
He was never
on
given
paper.
He didn't leave
Write
himself
that
an
down.
Put that
Write
on-
that down.
I'm
Let's get
putting
it
it
on
on
paper.
wax right now.
Thank you. Carve that. Let's mold that. And put
So
it
you're
into
not-
bronze.
You don't look at it as them trying to like put a fence around you, or you just don't.
No,
care?
they love to put a traffic fence mount around me, and I just dig under it or around it. I just
jump right over.
I do like our brothers to the south. You know what? And you know what? I talk about our brothers to the south. That's the only joke I talked about last week. You want to hear a joke?
Sure.
All right. This is my plan. This is my goal I want to do in Yakima because I'm really offended working downtown. And I swear, every 3 months we have some kind of redneck protest about our brothers from the South hating on Mexicans. And I love our Hispanic brothers. And it's sad.
Sisters?
And sisters. My sister-in-law is actually from Mexico. So
Mine too, probably.
represent
Is that accurate?
for reals. Like, and they hold signs, really offensive signs. And it's really, it's just, we come from a country which supports, migration.
And
And
their signs like don't make any sense. It says go back to Africa.
Word. Exactly. Stupid shit, right? And they're racist, right? So this is my plan. This is how we fix the stigmatism or just, have fun. We go down to Toppenish, Wapato, anywhere. We get lots of Indian equipment where they dress the Mexicans up as Indians. So headdresses,
Beaded
beads,
bandanas.
boom, shakalaka, bows and arrows, tomahawks. We make signs.
Denim jackets with eagles on the back, wolf shirts.
Tear running down your cheek.
Malt beverage cans in their hands. Right? So we're
Offensive.
there. We have
Knock out all
what?
their teeth.
You be quiet. Okay. You can't. You couldn't tell me that if a Mexican was dressed up as an Indian that you could tell the difference.
I think I could.
If it was his wife, he could probably
maybe.
tell the difference.
But we're having signs in front of our faces, so they really won't know.
Okay.
And it's gonna say we were here first, and then it's also gonna be like stop giving us diseases just for fun ones and shit. Fuck you, Andrew Jackson. This ain't the Trail of Tears. Stupid stuff. And if they give a shit, we're gonna try to run them off. That's our plan. If that doesn't work, we bring out the bows and arrows and tomahawks, and we just fucking scalp the bitches, right?
Okay.
Some downtown fucking violence. If you want to see a fight, there's gonna be a fucking fight. I'm bringing this to the mean streets of Yakka Vegas, right?
I thought this was
Don't
a
call it
joke.
that.
It ends with scalping.
It does.
That's
Word.
the punchline.
No, that's not the punchline.
This is Gabe's mission.
This is my mission in life.
He wants to start a
This is my
confrontation.
dream. I have a dream. You know what? I have a dream, right? And my dream is to dress Mexicans as Indians, right? Bad PR. I know you're thinking that.
Yeah, I am.
I don't want to see
How you gonna
that.
spin this?
How are we gonna spin this in the Yakima Herald? You don't want to see that headline.
On magazine.
5
men been
scalped. Ho ho ho! I don't know.
Ho ho ho.
It's almost Christmas,
seasonal,
all right?
yeah,
It's
that's seasonal.
spirits in me, all right? Word. So bad PR, right? So that night, first of all, you have to run down an alley. We're ditching all the bows and arrows and tomahawks and
Sure.
knives and shit.
You gotta have an escape plan.
You do, right? And I know a dude, right down the street, right by Second Street. Second Street.
Okay, now you're telling them where our getaway is.
Well, no. That's where I work. Second Street Grill.
We're gonna be
Come
hiding.
see it. It's gonna be great. We have an Asian theme
Stop
there.
in for a bite before Carmen's.
Exactly.
You've had a long trip from Chile, getting over here to see Gabe.
Exactly. Thank you.
To our
Representing
Chilean
Chile.
listener, shout out.
Thank you. I love big booties, baby. All right, back to my story. We ditch all the paraphernalia.
Mm-hmm.
We just undress a little bit.
Sure.
Get rid of
Little bit.
the feathers.
Yeah.
Keep a couple in our hair.
Couple
We get bear mace.
in your hair.
We're now dressed as the Mexican Indian Dog the Bounty Hunters, and I'll have a pack of them, like 30 of them, and we're just gonna crack down on meth heads all night. We're gonna arrest them. We're gonna beat the shit out of them. We're gonna take in 150. I think the ratio to
Word.
6 scalp dudes is 150 meth heads. We will pray with them. We will give them a cigarette before we take them in. I'm going to be dressed as Boba Fett as a bounty hunter. So
I'm gonna
would
go
you
Jango
not like
myself.
to see that good PR? 500 meth heads locked up, and then I'm just in the back, with my jetpack and a gun, and there's a whole bunch of Mexican Dog the Bounty Hunters posing with beer mace cans. Dude, that would be the phenomenal shit. Great times. That's my dream. Good, bad PR. It's a yin yang thing. I'm very Buddha-esque.
Boot
All right,
ass.
so in the second half of the show, I'd like us to, just talk about whatever you want, but let's stay away from Indians and scalping and
Boba Fett. I was
being
offended by the
common.
Boba Fett thing also.
Yes.
That was a bad joke. You didn't like that? There's a longer version.
Yeah,
I was,
that was the-
I was offended by how unfunny
you
that
kept
was. Yeah.
you kept talking. You guys kept interrupting me.
Oh, did we?
Yes.
Why don't we
Gabe.
play back and
Playback?
That was like 10 minutes long. That's 10 minutes that we have to cut out of the episode now.
I don't give a shit. I'm eating this bar.
Quick break then.
I'm high, dude. I'm sorry, man. This is
No.
my lunch break. You guys got me.
Kidding. I'm kidding. I love you.
Okay,
Gabe.
good,
You know I'm your
thank you.
biggest fan. I'm your biggest fan and your stalker.
Dude, I get more lady fans. It's nuts.
Gabe,
Dude.
when you get famous, like when you blow up like Dane Cook big,
I'm not blowing up
let-
Dane Cook.
let-
Big.
Well, he's not
Let
even
me-
on Facebook.
let me do something for you. Let me be
You want to be part of my entourage?
yeah, let me be the guy that tells the club
You
owner
wanna be my
what's
turtle?
up, what you need.
I was just
stuff
gonna
like
say he'd
that.
have to be Turtle, right?
No, I'll be E.
You want to be?
You're not a
You
you.
want to be my drama? And by drama, I mean, what the fuck are you doing? Come on, I brought you down to Hollywood, and you're just laying on my couch. I'm trying to bring women home. You're so much fucking drama. PJ.
I'm gonna bring my wife and kid on the road with you, with me and you. I'm just gonna be your fucking stalker, dude. I'm gonna hang around. I'm gonna write down every single word you say on stage.
I'm
and
gonna be calling my
analyze it.
mom. I'll be like, I have to hire him. I think he might murder me if I don't. He says he's good at taxes. I'm scared.
And you think I haven't been there the last few weeks, but I'm just I'm outside looking in through the window.
Peeping hard.
You can't really have your
Jerking
cock in your
off.
hand right there in front of everybody.
Please don't go outside. There's a man jerking off in the parking lot.
Those glasses, Pete, I know they're new.
Someone scared Carmen last week. She was like, she got top. No, I don't want to talk about Carmen. Come see me at Carmen's Wednesday nights at 7.
Now, I thought she was ending the whole open mic thing after summer because no one was showing up.
How is that, dude?
Gabe
she's-
brought the crowds.
No, dude.
She's super in debt to that club too. Like it's
There's
crazy.
no way because Wednesday nights is like the only night that I see them making money. Like,
What does she?
I don't wanna
pay?
talk bad.
She pays like a $1,700 mortgage. Where is that money coming from? She's going into debt.
she's part of the mob. You didn't know that?
She gets like the most famous person she's ever had there is Hal Sparks, and even no one wants to pay $40 a ticket to go see a Hal Sparks. And even if they did, there's only like 30 chairs in that place. It's pretty tiny. But it's fun.
You
It's
feel
a
my
good
pain
time.
now, man. I need to get to a bigger city.
It's fun to
And
go there and hang out.
I've
and-
only been doing it 4 months, but I love it. Come represent and give me some love.
I'm disappointed in myself for not
I just need
making fun
stage
of House
time.
Sparks
I just need to
somehow.
stand. That's why do you think I'm here? This is all like stage time to me. Just sitting down, a lot lazier.
Yeah.
I really don't have to deal with drunk people.
One of your more off nights.
Yet.
Though. So
I
why
mean-
you getting mad when we're talking? We're the guy in the crowd that you say you love. Like you love a heckler, right?
I do love a heckle.
Yeah.
How do you embrace the heckle?
I laugh.
Well,
inside.
let's give an example of a heckle.
Well, Keith will do a lot of talk back from the audience.
I don't.
to,
Keith just adds to my heckle. I'll be making fun of him, and then he'll comment in on my joke, and then I'll just comment on his comment, and then it'll kill 3 times as bad. And he just digs himself a hole usually, and then I just lay the spikes in it, and then he just falls into it. And I'm like,
You've been
that
watching
was
a little
very
Twitch Jackass 3.
Vietnam-esque. And I was like, ooh, don't booby twat me. And I was like, okay, word.
I thought you were throwing up that Fig Newton to get your shoe on it.
Not jackass. Vomit in 3D.
Piss in 3D.
Nothing tops it.
I've seen every bodily fluid in 3D now. It's great.
I was gonna talk about. I went to an open mic, not to do anything aside from attempt to laugh. at
Thought
some-
never even crossed your mind that you were going to go up there.
No, not at all. This was in Bellevue, which is a legit comedy club, I guess. Like, let's say our Doug Benson's.
Yeah.
Yeah, he goes there a lot. Like, it's in Kirkland, Bellevue area, and it's at the top of a mall. So when you want to see comedy, you want to go up 8 escalators first. That really gets you in the mood, gets you pumped, and then. But yeah, so
This higher altitude's making me laugh more.
I got a nosebleed, but
I heard
At least
it,
I'll get
you
called
kill-
out.
I killed in Denver, guys. People had breathing problems, but I laughed. I made 3 people in my audience die by laughter.
So a friend of mine has dabbled in open mic before, but he'd not done it in a year, and so he was going to go up there. And so it starts at like 7:30, goes for 3 hours, and everybody gets 4 minutes of time, maybe 5, and that's it. But this is professional. They have a light. They're not calling from the audience. Hey, you're done.
I've been lighted at Carmen's. I've been lighted at Carmen's.
yeah.
There is a light.
They'll go find a flashlight.
Dude, I've been
Only
lighted
for Gabe.
like month and a half in. I got lighted off stage because I would go like way too long, like, and they just sucked. Like Keith gets like an hour and a half of time at nighttime, and half the times there's bad jokes. I'm like, dude, I can't go on because you fucking spent too long. Yeah. Sorry. Continue.
No, speaking of bad jokes, this for the most part, this was bad. There were a couple people with cred, like because there was an MC and one of them had opened for Dave Chappelle or something before, and he was clearly the star. But I wonder how well he would have done if he didn't have that ramp up before he came out. But some people, like, obviously you just put your name on a list and you can get a slot. And there was, the first real bump. Some people would start out real strong, like they'd have 2 good jokes, and then they would just fucking dwindle up there.
A
for
lot
4
of
more
people
minutes.
who I've seen should like not concentrate on filling their time. Like, get that big laugh and then leave.
Yeah, and nobody knew to do that here. But there was one particular lady. I'll go ahead and call her obese because that's accurate. And she had just come from work and spent that 5 minutes droning on in a monotone voice about how she almost got fired today, but there wasn't a single joke at all. Like, she was just looking to vent.
Yeah.
She may as well have been
she
talking
thinks
to her
it's
mom
kind
on
of
the
a
phone.
funny story.
But it's not. Like, she didn't put any inflection in her voice when nobody knew
We
what
have
was
that at
happening.
Carmen's too, don't worry. So there's people that love
Oh,
venting
yeah,
out
I'm
there.
guessing it's worse there somehow.
Yeah.
It's open mic, man. Anybody can grab it.
I know, but it's
We've got the bad
painful
jokes
being-
and the obese women up there.
Yeah. It's really painful being an audience member, though. Like, I had to get out and go down those 8 escalators to smoke like 4 different times just because I was so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It was like a really good episode of The Office, except for without any of the laughs.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all I had to say about
Well,
open mic.
what about your friend? He had a good joke.
Oh, yeah. I'll go ahead and give him a shout-out. I don't know if that's cool. I don't know him that well.
Does he listen?
Yeah, Matt.
All right. I'm sure
Palin.
he'll appreciate it.
P-E-E.
What up, Matt?
I'm only saying that because you should follow him on Twitter.
Matt.
Yeah.
Twitter.com/the name I just said.
I'm going to tweet you later, Matt.
Tweet. I will.
Tweet.
I will say Matt was, he came out with an improv Gary Payton joke, which could have been deemed offensive because the guy before him was black, and that's why he said it. But also there was a striking resemblance, I'm assuming. I don't know sports or black people. And then, but yeah, he went up there, and he had more of a rapid-fire joke style, a Stephen Wright-ish delivery, Mitch Hedberg. But everybody else just kind of ambled on, and there was a lot of dick and fart jokes and things like that. But he was reading, like, from his notes, but because they were just one-liners, that's fun. And he ended on a joke that I've been quoting since. And Gabe, I'll wait till you put away your phone.
Yeah, put away your phone.
Sorry, racist jokes make me want to...
This isn't a racist joke. It's a rape
Text
joke.
all your black friends.
Oh, no, I gave away. I'll cut that out.
Smoke a cigarette. That's what I was thinking.
Okay, let me
You
get through this
got
joke
any cools?
first.
Gabe, we're telling a joke.
Sorry, I was
No,
thinking
Gabe
a
just
joke.
doesn't like me as a co-host.
What the?
Like, you're constantly cutting me down. You let PJ go
How
on and on.
disrespectful. He's going to start a joke.
Fuck it. No, let's take a cigarette break
You
first.
want a cigarette?
No, that was a cool joke.
Let's take a cigarette break.
No, tell the joke.
No,
Your
fuck
joke.
it. Fuck
Good,
it.
good,
I was
I've never been as
listening.
angry at a
I'm
guest.
a multitasker.
I'm not even joking.
Dude, I just worked like a 6-hour shift. I'm in between my times. I have to get shit done in between this time. You guys can sit here all day. I have to go back to work. I'm a businessman.
Gabe, he was about to tell a 5-second joke and you couldn't wait.
And he's back on his phone. Let's take a break. I'll come back with
Tell-
the joke.
no,
I'll
I
come back
can
with the
listen
joke.
and text at the same time,
No.
guys.
We're-
I'm like a Kardashian.
We're gonna kick Gabe out of here after this.
Fuck you. You ain't kicking me out unless you can really kick. And I know you can't do
Good.
shit.
You know what, Gabe? Our listeners will like it that we end it right here. They'll be like, "Good, they gave that guy some medicine."
That's the first laugh I've done this whole time.
because you're so above us all the fucking time.
Who says this?
Put
You
his
guys seem-
sunglasses
God,
on
Dear
halfway
Diary,
through. Like, I
made-
can't even make eye contact.
I
with
made
you
Gabe
assholes.
bright in
laugh,
here.
and I
You
can
have
note
one
the time because he told me, "Oh, you finally made me laugh. Thank you, Gabe. Oh, thank you."
God, I can sleep so much
taught
better
you.
knowing that
I told
PJ
you to write
made
down
you
the
laugh.
time.
Listen, he doesn't even let me fucking talk at all.
I can't hear
Why
you.
don't you
I
go
have
on the
headphones
Carmen stage and fucking dravel on for 20 minutes and invent words like dravel?
I will, and I've gotten flashlight off doing that. Dravel.
Here's the light, buddy. Here's the light right here. It's a cell phone light.
Thank
It's in
you.
flashlight mode. I'm looking for my friend under the couch because I don't know who this guy is.
I should not got you guys high. You're mean high, guys. You're high Hi mean hires.
Yeah, I can see my reflection in your gay
Listeners,
mirrored
keep in-
sunglasses.
And
He's
mean
still
drunks.
texting, by the way,
booze
everybody.
and the smoking of the weed for you guys is not a good combo.
I'm sorry, gay Maverick. I can't hear you.
You're gonna be like Goose in a second and die, motherfucker. What are you talking about, Iceman? I'll fuck you up too.
That's what they call Gabe. He goes down and cools down the whole audience.
That's right. Makes the nipples hard.
What are you talking about, Jonathan?
Dirty.
No.
Come
I'd
on.
rather Gabe continue to ignore me.
I'll
I'm going to
t-
go smoke.
I'll turn Gabe. Now.
It'll be like I'm not here, as it has been the
That's
whole
all right.
fucking episode.
What? Lori's on her way over. Anyway.
God, you guys are haters.
We're the haters?
Well, I just have a microphone. You guys
You're an
shouldn't-
instigator.
What did I say?
Fight to the finish. Fight, 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 fight. It must have been. It must have been. It must have been a happy time. Time. It must have been. It must have been. It must have been a happy time. 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 Time.